Well, as you can tell, we're already on the road. We got a good group with us today. We got Jeremy and Luke and his dad Randy with us. Always awesome to have them guys come out and ride with us. As you can tell by the title, we are not going to Busco today. We are headed to DeepCreek ATV Park in Linden, North Carolina. That's right around the Fayetteville area. So it's about an hour and a half from the house, which ain't terrible. So I haven't been to DeepCreek in about 3 years. They recently went back under new ownership again, and from what I can tell from the videos and pictures that I've seen recently, the park has grew a lot. They updated a whole lot of things, and we're just gonna come out here and see what the park is like and give an honest review of it. Like I said, you know, DeepCreek has always been a very nice and clean park. I will say that about them, and they've always been organized as far as like parking and going and coming and stuff like that. They definitely they got it figured out on that aspect. But we're about 30 minutes out. We're gonna be I think we might meet up with somebody else, not sure yet, but they are having the OG snorkel pond race or something like that, and I think they're doing drags later on tonight, but we'll probably be left by then. But other than that, like I said, we're 30 minutes from there. We'll put the camera down, get on down the road, and pick up when we get there. What we got here, we got parked, we're all suited up, ready to ride, Renegade's warmed up, Jeremy looks like he's ready. So we're gonna go ride around and see what we can find. All right, so y'all see, it's not about going through the deepest hole. It's about strategically going through the right hole. These boys right here, they're gonna be tired after this. I'm not sure where we're at or what this is called. There's definitely some stumps and stuff in here. I don't know where Randy went. Over here at this water spot. That ain't terribly deep. Got the mosquito killer over there. Randy said he won't have enough part of it. My man over here sunk his stuff. Man, drop off right here. I don't think anybody else is gonna come through it. All right, as you can tell, we're back home, and it's actually the next day. We left DeepCreek kind of early, came on back, we got the Renegade cleaned up. It's just covered in pollen now. But like I said, I was gonna give an honest review of DeepCreek ATV Park and tell y'all what I thought about it. And I'm gonna start off by saying this. DeepCreek has always been a very well organized and clean park. Their trails are super nice. They're, you know, cleaned out. You ain't got to worry about trying to maneuver through tight spots or anything like that if you own like a machine like this, you know, regular size ATV. Now, one thing about DeepCreek, depending on what type of rider you are and type of riding you like to do, might deviate whether or not you like the park. So for instance, you Honda guys, y'all like to go in ponds and boat around and stuff like that. At DeepCreek, you're kind of limited to that. They got, you know, some little water spots and stuff like that you can mess around in, but it isn't like, you know, at some parts like Outback or River Neck or Busco or places like that where they got big ponds where you can ride in and play in all day. It's you're kind of limited on that aspect of it. You guys with big side-by-sides and four-wheelers that's on like portals and big tires and stuff, I'm not 100% sure if it would be a good park for y'all, because if you start getting into some of the nastier stuff or the nastier side of the park where the holes are very congested and close together, and of course, you know, the park is built on woodlands and, you know, swamps and stuff like that, so the stumps and trees, you know, you never know what you might get into. So you start putting leverage on some of them parts, you know, stuff can happen. But there was plenty of people out there riding around and having a great time, but it's just depending on what you like doing. you know, it might deviate whether or not you like that kind of stuff. Sport quad and dirt bikes, they were out there heavy. And if you are like a super duper trail rider and that's what you like to do, then that part would be perfect for you. Like I said, if you go out there on a four-wheeler like this, on these kind of tires, you know, aggressive mud tires, super ATV assassinators, anything similar to that, and you try to trail ride, depending on what kind of machine you are, you can get beat to death for sure. Everybody knows machine like mine with XMR, they don't come factory with good suspension. Now, if you got the XXC, where you can adjust it, you know, you got more adjustments and stuff like that, and you're on stock tires, kind of like these whole shops or whatever those underneath it, then you got there and have a ball. You don't need no super tall snorkel. You don't need no big power or anything like that. And a lot of people have a misconception about that. You don't have to have a built bike like we got and like we have in these videos to go out and ride regardless and have fun. You can take a bone stock machine and go out there and have just as much fun as we do. But at DeepCreek, you don't really need nothing extravagant to go out there and have fun. Now, you guys that like to ride like I do, we like to skim stuff, hit stuff wide open, and you kind of limited on that aspect. Also, there's really not much you can skim out there. You know, there's a couple water spots here and there, but it isn't like you got a wide open area where you can just hold it and then, you know, hold the nitrous button down and just bounce across anything. You're not going to do that out there because you'll get hurt. But other than that, would I go back to DeepCreek? Absolutely. It was a fun park. We had a great time. Definitely one of the best times that I've been since the park originally opened. Like I said, they got an awesome staff. Everybody was super nice, super cool. I don't know if they're doing a bounty hole race. I can't remember the schedule with King of the Deep, but we'll be back out there. I just don't know when. But other than that, like I said, it's one of those things you just gonna have to go and check it out for yourself and, you know, create your own opinion of the park. I enjoyed it, but for me, the type of riding style I like to do, it's hard to beat going to Busco 20 minutes up the road from here because I can do everything I want to do and have fun, and plus I'm only 20 minutes up the road. But I don't mind driving. Like I said, that's the whole thing. Be honest, you know, let people know the deal and just go out and try different things because a lot of people, they just don't talk about certain stuff. But other than that, if you stay tuned in the video, I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely do so. Remember to follow me on my other social links, and y'all stay tuned because we might be hitting Busco here. I ain't gonna say shortly, but maybe 2 more weeks. Hopefully we get some rain to knock this pollen down. But other than that, we'll catch y'all on the next one.